Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to jump into a really powerful message from Pastor Archie about Christmas. And it's not just about the historical stuff, you know? The title says it all. Love made present, power made personal. It's about something that's meant to be happening right now.
Okay, so this is where it all starts. Pastor Archie's entire message really hinges on this one sentence. It's this idea that God's love isn't something, abstract or theoretical, way up in the clouds. No, it's a love that has to get close. It demands presence. And that one idea, it sets the stage for everything else we're going to talk about.
So, okay, what does that even mean, an active close-up love? Well, the message really breaks it down by showing us what it's not.
And this chart just lays it out so clearly, right? On one side, you've got this idea of a distant love. It kind of shouts from way over there, makes you do all the work to get to it, and stay separate. But then, you have what Christmas is all about, active love. It doesn't shout, it shows up. It doesn't wait for you, it does the work. It literally closes the gap.
So, you see, it wasn't enough for God to just, send a memo from the heavens saying, I love you. No way. This kind of love demanded action. It meant God had to actually become one of us, to step into our messy world. The act of showing up, that was the message. And that brings us to the absolute core of the Christmas story. The big question is how? How did God actually show up?
Well, the answer is this word, incarnate. It sounds like a big, fancy theological term, but Pastor Archie breaks it down super simply. It just means in the flesh. And that's key. It's not a metaphor. We're talking about a real, physical, tangible presence. God's love you could literally see and touch.
And this verse from John's Gospel just nails it. I love this translation. It calls Jesus the living expression. Think about that. He wasn't just a carrier of the message, he was the message. He was God's love walking around in a human body right here with us.
But why? Why was all this necessary? Why did God have to go to such lengths? Well, according to the message, it was all for this incredible transaction called the Great Exchange.
Okay, so to get this exchange, first we have to talk about mercy. And it's pretty simple, really. Mercy is when you don't get the punishment you actually deserve. The idea is, humanity had a sentence coming, but Jesus, by showing up, basically stepped in and took the hit for us.
And this is how that incredible swap worked. It's a two-step process. First, Jesus, who had no sin of his own, takes all of our stuff, all our sin, onto himself. And then step two, because of that, we get to receive all of his perfection, his righteousness. It's a total trade, a complete reversal of our spiritual bank account, if you will.
And this is where it gets really personal. See, the point of all this wasn't just to rescue us from something bad. The real goal was for Christ to come and live in us. That changes everything. It's not just a get-out-of-jail-free card, it's about getting a whole new roommate.
And here's where we get to that second part of the title, Power Made Personal. The result of that great exchange is that Christ is now living inside the believer. And what does that do? This verse says it floods you with an expectation of glory. It's this deep-down hope, this confidence that God's goodness is going to show up in your life. So what does that look like day to day? Well, it completely flips your perspective. You can stop striving to become something and start living from who you already are. You can stop performing to earn love and start operating from the love you have. You stop chasing after power because you realize you're already carrying.
But here's the catch. It all starts with revelation. You have to see it first. It's like you can't spend money you don't know is in your bank account. You have to understand this new identity you've been given before you can actually live from it. You can't reflect what hasn't been revealed to you.
Okay, so this leads us to the final, crucial part of the message, the big so what question. If all this is true, if this massive transformation has happened on the inside, what now? Well, it turns out this gift isn't just for you to keep to yourself. It comes with a mission.
And here it is, the Great Commission. Jesus basically says, all right, just like my Father sent me into the world, I'm now sending you. It's like he's passing the baton. The people who received this incredible love are now supposed to be the ones who carry it out into the world.
And that's really the bottom line. The proof that Christmas is real isn't just a story in an old book. No, the ongoing evidence, the proof right now, is supposed to be the lives of people who believe it. They become God's evidence in the world today.
So, Pastor Archie's message ends by turning it all around and pointing it right back at us. It leaves us wrestling with this huge question. It's not just a historical question, it's a right-now question for you and for me. What does it mean to be the evidence of Christmas?